Hello everyone! Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy X! I am the Black Shadow, and, well, making a slight breakaway, you could argue, from the main LP. And that I am now be doing this video. We will be covering getting hold of all 10 Jecht Spheres from Final Fantasy X. The Jecht Spheres are a documentation of the pilgrimage of Yuna's father Braska, as he journeyed with his guardians Auron and Jecht to bring the previous calm to the world of Spira. And we are tasked with gathering hold of the 10 Jecht Spheres that have been spread across Spira, documenting their journey. And the rewards for it are pretty nice, i.e. Auron can kick even more backside. So what we're going to do is we're going to load our main game to do so. Now, do bear in mind, if there's anyone here that is watching this has been watching part of the LP and just watches the standalone video, bear in mind that we have gone through a lot of the games, so I've actually gotten hold of a lot of the spheres. However, I'll still show you where the locations are, and then I will be playing back when I actually got the sphere from early on in the LP into the video. So we're going to encapsulate everything into one go, so don't worry about that. Now, the original journey to getting hold of the spheres begins oh, goodness me, on a storyline event. First thing you have to do is to make your way through the game, as per normal, and eventually you make your way into Macalania Woods. There you take on a boss called the Spheramorph. When you defeat the Spheramorph, you are given your first Jecht Sphere, which, you know, is Jecht even trying to speak to Tidus, you know, and say, you know, if you get the message, and yada 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 yada. And then at that point, you can then actually go and get hold of the 10 spheres that are spread across the game world. They're unlocked at that point for you to get. There are some arguments for getting them then, because some of them are a bit of a pain to get to if you leave it till later on, but, you know, it depends how much back travelling you really fancy doing. So what we're going to be doing is we are going to be retracing all those steps, which means I want to give Kamari his halberd so that I don't get interrupted while doing this. And we are going to be retracing the entire journey from its beginning. And by from its beginning, we mean very start, Besaid Island itself.
Here we go.
Now, I am well aware that there is actually another sphere in the Macalania Woods, but we'll be going through there again, so it'll be fine. So the first thing that you want to do is you want to make your way back to Besaid Village, which I'm going to do off-screen, because I've got to do so much bloody editing in this fight and in this video anyways. What's a little bit more? Catch you in 2 secs. I tell you what, going through these areas is so much easier now that those that watch the LP, remember back when we were getting hold of the Spirit Lance in the Thunder Plains and I didn't have a no-encounter weapon? Oh, goodness. That was bad times. Anyway, so let's head into the actual village. When the game decides it wants to load. Thank you, game. Aren't you feeling cooperative today? So, our very first sphere, well, not very first sphere, but the first sphere of the journey, if you will, is here in Besaid Island, you know, of the residence of, you know, where Yuna grew up. And the sphere for this is hiding down over here, if memory serves me correctly. It's either on this bit on the right, or it's on the little ledge on the left. Watch the video. I'll cut into where we saw it in the main LP when we first got in here, just after the Dark Veilful fight, I believe. And you can watch it and see there. Before we leave here, there are a few items we want to pick up, folks. First of all, there's another Jecht Sphere that's hiding here in Besaid. So if you want to get hold of Auron's final overdrive by getting hold of all the Jecht Spheres, this is one of the places you have to go. So you've got to take on Dark Veilful, or you've got to go and travel all the way back from where you take on the Ceramorph. You can travel all the way back here on foot and boat, all the way back if you fancy. I don't think Dark Balefort appears until you reach the Calm Lands, if memory serves me correctly. I could be wrong. Anyway, let's have a look at this one. So this is the start of the journey, so this should be interesting.
Smallest heap of huts I ever seen.
Jecht!
Now, that looks like a fine place to live. Auron.
My lord.
When this is over, could you bring Yuna here? I want her to lead a life far away from this conflict.
You have my word. I will bring her here.
Thank you, Auron. You're a good friend.
What are you guys doing? Let's go!
Auron sounds a bit croaky
So
there.
hungry I could eat a shoe puff whole.
Sorry. Well, let's go then.
So it was Braska that wanted Yuna brought here. You know, out of the way to just have a peaceful upbringing. Cool. Lovely. So that's one for us to get hold of there. Righto. So that is the first sphere of the 9 that we're going to be collecting, because we already got one via storyline. So from there, like I say, the whole idea of the pilgrimage. In fact, is it going to be easier for me to go? Let's go back on myself quickly. The whole idea of the pilgrimage, of course, was that summoners in Prospect who wanted to defeat Sin, to bring the calm, had to journey to all of the temples, gain all the Aeons, getting ready for the final Aeon to get that Zanarkand, which of course is what Yuna does over the course of the game, which is just the same as what Braska himself did beforehand, and all the other summoners, etc., before that, who brought the other calms and whatever else. So we literally do need to retrace their steps to find all the spheres. And to be fair, hi Luzu, we need to literally retrace every step in the book. And that includes some that you might not think of straight away, and to do things that you did during your own. You almost have to think of things that you did during your own pilgrimage, and because some of them you've got to do again, but you wouldn't expect to. And one of those includes going onto the ships that we had to ride when we initially went to to Kilika, to Luca, and that sort of thing. We actually have to take those boats in order to get hold of some of the Jecht spheres that we're after. So what we are going to do is actually, I know we've got our airship, but what we need to do is have a chat with this guy. Yeah, hello. Is this ship is heading to Kilika Island. Let's go. Now, I know this is one that I have not got. It feels a bit weird, doesn't it? It's 50 odd videos in. We've broken the HP limit and everything, and here I am taking a boat from Basay to Kilika. It is a bit weird, but hey-ho. So, the Jecht sphere that we need to find is hiding up on the bridge of the SS Licky, as it is known.
You
Plasko?
Yeah, I did.
I wasn't expecting
Ella was
this!
upset with me, but Captain Lucille understood. Now I'm working as a chocobo breeder on this ship.
Ah.
I really love taking care of chocobos. Being with chocobos all the time, I think I found my calling. And it's all thanks to you. Thank you.
Well, I'm happy for you.
Oh, yeah. I found this in one of the chocobo nests the other day. It's no use to me, so I want you to have it.
Oh, thanks. I did not expect this scene to happen. I've never been back on these ships, so wow.
I have to go now. It's time for lunch.
I bet it's not his.
I want to talk to you some more. Can't your stomach wait?
I meant I have to feed the chocobos. They get really upset if they're not fed. See ya.
Yeah, and we don't want to see a sad chocobo, do we? That's depressing. Well, that is a scene that I was not expecting, folks. A little bonus, I guess. Right. Now, where on earth is this darn Jecht sphere? Because I'm not actually... I know it's on the bridge here, somewhere. It might be upstairs, actually. It's nice to come back, though, and see that. I mean, because, of course, I know what Klasko goes on to do that if you've played Final Fantasy X-2, but... goodness sakes, where is this damn thing? I know it's on the bridge. I know it. Don't want this game trying to deceive me now. There it is. In the actual... yeah. I hate my life. I haven't heard this music for a while.
After you get that Aeon from Besaid, where are we going?
Back the way we came. Then we go north from Bavel and climb Mount Gagazet. Beyond it lies Samarkand.
Samarkand, huh? It's been in ruins for 1,000 years, right?
So the legends say. No one knows for sure. It still could be your Samarkand.
Thanks for trying, Auron.
Aww.
I thought if I went with you guys, I might find a way to go back. But it's not that easy.
I'm sorry.
No need to apologize, Braska. It's not your fault. I should be thinking about fighting Sin now anyway. Zanarkand can wait. But I will find my way back.
Be careful, Jecht.
Hey, I'll be alright.
See
You're
Auron
the
down
one
there.
who should be careful. Wouldn't want your little girl to cry.
She'll be all right. She's strong, like her mother was.
Oh, Braska, you little devil. Right, okay then. What we need to do now is, yeah, Yevon, not very good people. Lovely. Right, so, oh, I have not actually seen that one before, so that was quite cool. Alright then, folks, so, we now need to, well, travel a fair old distance to get to the next one, folks. Yeah. Let's, we'll have to, rest here so that the ride will end. And that'll take us to Kilika. And there's Veroja down there, the deposed Kilika Beast Captain. Oh, God, that was so funny. Oh, and thankfully, the Fahrenheit just happens to be here. Well, fantastic. Let's go board it. Oh, really? You're not going to let me... What? Fine. I tell you, folks. I tell you. Alright, then. So, let's move on with our journey. So, the gang make their way to Kilika. They get hold of Ifrit Sayon, assumably. And the next port of call was Luca. Now, luckily, the sphere here is not very far from where you drop off, folks. So we need to actually go back down the right staircase here. And you'll find, well, I'll have to replay the video to you, but the sphere here in question is about here-ish, I think. So I will cut in where we saw it from the main game. Huh? Ah, another Jecht sphere. Let's have a look. I forgot this one was here too. I legitimately, honestly, did not realize it was here.
Hey, Auron, did you get that last match?
Yeah. But I don't understand why you wanted me to. Didn't you say you have Blitzball in your Zanarkand?
Not a sportsman, are you?
Working on your form?
My form don't need no
Braska.
The Great Jecht. It's for my kid.
Your son plays blitzball?
Yeah, and he wants to beat his old man bad. Once I told him to give it up. He didn't speak to me for a week. Wonder what he's doing now. I hope he got bigger and put on some muscle. Hey, what's the big idea? Stop shooting.
Aww. Jack's getting emotional. Aww. Super. Righto then. It's a nice little scene that actually, you know, with Jecht and all, and you know. I mean, I imagine he really did want Tarsh to be the master blitzer that I suppose he's ultimately become. Shame he never got to saw it. Or see it, or whatever tense. Doesn't matter. Anyways. So, from there, we now need to make our way. That's already half of the spheres already collected, folks. That's not bad going. So, from Lucas Stadium, the Braska's pilgrimage then took him to the Mean High Road, folks. Now, the quickest way for us to get to where we're going is probably still going to be going to the Mean High Road itself. Now, this sphere is hiding down in the old road, which means we have got a little bit of a quick journey to make. This is probably as quick a way as any. Unfortunately, the drop-off points from the airship are pretty sparse in this part of the world, which is quite annoying. But what we can do is we can pick up a chocobo for 1,000 gil, which... don't know. Can we afford it? I can't look! Nah, we'll be fine. And you get here, Chocobo Jam in a Jecht Sphere run. Well, I bet you didn't expect you to get that. My benevolence today is just, it's off the charts, okay? You are so lucky. No. Anyways, so what we need to do is we need to go all the way around, because unfortunately there is no easy way of just jumping down onto the old road, because our Chocobo is not suicidal and actually has some common sense, even if you don't. So we are going to have to journey, get out of the way. So we have to journey all the way along. Was that Shinra? I'll have to go and look at that one again. I'm a bit pressed for time here, so not hanging around. But anyways, make your way to this bit here. We have the scene of Seymour trying to get in for Operation Mihen, and make your way down the other path. And we shall travel all the way across. Doo-doo. Right, and then we'll swing all the way along here, and at the very back. So this is like back where if you got sort of beaten per se by the Chocobo Eater, where you landed all the way down here, folks. And as you can see down here is the Jecht Sphere.
Giant fiend that attacks chocobos.
What's it waiting for? Hey, come out and fight!
I told you this was a waste of time.
Hey, come on. It's the right thing to do. Everyone's depending on us. Besides, it's good practice.
I guess you're right. Well then?
Ah, there it is.
Oh.
All right, let's get him.
Right.
That would have been so cool to have that as like a little extra fight, you know, Auron, Jecht, and Braska fighting the Chocobo. That would be so awesome. But never mind. Okay then, so that is cool beans. So that is our 6th sphere already. Only 4 more yet left to get. However, the next one on the list is a problem. because by the time that you can come here to get this realistically, you've got a bit of a problem. The 7th Jecht sphere that we're going to be getting hold of is in the Mushroom Rock Road. Now, typically, that's fine. I mean, you guys remember when we were here, Operation Meehan. Alright, the monsters gave us a bit of a challenge. That's understandable. Just gonna save the game. Don't look at anything. There's nothing suspicious going on here. But to be fair, it's the problem we've got now is not the enemies in the Mushroom Rock Road that were already there. You see, there's a bit of a problem in that the entrance is now guarded, we'll say. The actual Jecht sphere itself is by the elevator which you take to get yourself up to the top area of where the command center used to be. So we need to head in here. Head on up then. Hold on. This ain't right. You can come here without... Wow. Okay then, I will, I'll work with that. The problem you'll generally find when you come back here, folks, as you might have seen, and as anyone who has played this game will most likely know about, is that this whole area is guarded by the Dark Major Sisters, Dark Aeons, which will brutalize you. They will ambush you if they're all together, and they'll use Delta Attack and just wipe you from the face of the earth. Now, it is very easy. Like, if you go, like, say, we ran across, like, a lady and a little girl. There are 2 of them. And if you run anywhere near them, it will trigger the scene. And there's not much you can do about it. I haven't actually taken on the Dark Major Sisters yet in the LP. That is a future video to come. That's going to be entertaining. But if you do run anywhere near them, you're going to get dragged into Dark Aeon fights, which are very hard to avoid. And very, very difficult to do. And to survive. I also don't... Well, I do need to go up here, don't I? Yes. We've got to go all the way across. All the way across, folks. But I apparently, as I had somewhat forgotten, is that you can actually avoid it by just going nowhere near them. Well, I hope that has helped some guys out here, because I forgot about that myself. Thank goodness for that as well. What a accidental find. But anyways, make your way all the way across. Long old journey. You've got the here where there is a yeah, the mucking is busted. Trying to salvage parts. Basically, this is so you can't ride back up to the command center. You can never go back there again. But near the elevator, over on this side, is Jecht sphere number 7, which I think I've got the last 3, so this is actually an Auron sphere. This will probably give me my ultimate prize now.
Thanks for everything, Keenock.
Ah, this one.
I don't need to tell you this, but guard Lord Braska well.
That I will. And you'll be busy too. I heard they made you second in command.
To know that promotion was meant for you.
Yep.
You were always the better one, even until the end.
You make it sound as if I was going off to die or something. I will see you again.
Yes.
Well then.
Going already? You will tell me about Zanarkand when you return, won't you?
Farewell.
Yes, folks. That's a bit more the backstory of Auron and Keenock being, old friends before Auron went to the pilgrimage, found out what Yevon was really about, and then Keenock got Auron's promotion, became a maester, and the rest, as they say, is history. Lovely. Okay, then. So that is that one there. So apparently I've not got hold of the there's one of the 3 spheres left I still haven't yet got. Interesting. Or 4 spheres I should say, because I'm miscounting a touch. Right, okay then, so we've gone to the main high roads, we've gone through the Mushroom Rock Road. And so the pilgrimage continued onwards. Eventually our party made its way to the Moonflow.
Here we go!
Where Auron in the main game recounted an incident with Jecht had with one of the shoe puff. It's look at it this way, it didn't end well for anyone. Just like what Yuna did, wasn't it? She was just staring out. Meanwhile...
What are you shooting me for?
So you don't do anything stupid again. I can't believe you attacked that shoe puff. Lord Braska had to pay the handler for damages from his own travel money.
I said I was sorry. It's never gonna happen again. I promise.
I hope not.
A promise. Which you'll forget come tomorrow.
Ooh!
Auron, please, he did apologize. He knows he was wrong.
That's it. Only thing I drink from now on is shoe puff milk.
You're sure?
We're on a journey to fight sin and save Spira, right? If I keep screwing up and making a fool of myself, my wife and kid are never gonna forgive me.
That's on the record.
Oh, Jecht. Huzzah! The reward for getting hold of all 10 spheres, which, I actually now have. And that is Auron. But the whole point of getting the Jecht spheres is to get hold of all Auron's overdrives. And this is the one I've been missing the whole time. Tornado. Which I might quickly show off at the end of the video, you know. Okay then, so Jecht decided to stab a shoe puff. The party, it cost them a lot of money. Eventually, they all moved on. So from the Moonflow, the party eventually crossed into Salam, and and after staying there for a little while, they eventually moved on into the Thunder Plains. Now you can go either the Salam or the Thunder Plains. I'm going to go in through Salam, but it doesn't really matter which way you go. Both are just as quick as each other. And we've already had the Trommel scene, right? I'm not going to have that again. No, I didn't think so. So let's make our way to the Thunder Plains itself. So the Jecht sphere in question is in the southern area of the Thunder Plains, and although I have got no encounters on, I'm still gonna have fun dodging lightning bolts. Joy. Luckily, you don't need to go too far for this one. All you gotta do is just make your way up about halfway, past where you had. This is where you had the broken tower. Was here. This is where you get hold of the Spirit Lance. Some things never change. Just head on slightly beyond that, and you'll reach this little area here, where there is a cactus stone hiding in here. which is where I did attempt a few times to get my lightning bolts dodging, which I'm not even attempting to do at the moment. Head on ever so slightly... Oh, come on. Ever so slightly further north, and you'll eventually make it to this area by this this lightning pylon here. And I forget exactly where it is, but I'll be replaying the video, and I'll show you where the Jecht sphere for this location is. So, yeah, I'll show you that. Well, it took me 3 days, and... Oh, hello! I forgot you were here. There's a Jecht sphere here. Ah, why not? Let's have a quick peek. We're ahead of time.
Hey, hold it steady.
Why am I doing this?
Oh, goodness.
What do you see there, my lord?
Oh, I was just thinking. This is important. No fooling around.
What is Jecht doing?
You're gonna spoil it.
Whoa, holy mother of... Oh my god, he's down! He's got nailed by a lightning strike.
Are you alright? Now there's a scene for posterity.
Yeah.
Is that Auron trying with wit? Goodness gracious. Ah, good fun. I forgot this was here, so, you know, solid. Right, that was fun. Cool. Righto then. Well, before I get my backside handed to me by more lightning strikes, let's get out of this damn place. Do, 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 do. Sorry. So, yeah, quickest thing to do here is just to make our way in here. Now, to be honest, from here to the next sphere, be honest, because the way I've done this, the quickest thing for me to actually do is actually just walk through the rest of the Thunder Plains. Because, as I have said, the location of teleport spheres to and from the Fahrenheit in this part of the world are pretty barren. That's just one of those things. So, let's make our way further north. We just need to cross the Thunder Plains. It shouldn't take too long. It's quite a big area, actually, the Thunder Plains, to be honest. But, you know, we've got no encounters, which helps. And, well, I'm not getting attacked by many bolts of lightning, which is novel. Here we've got the big area where, you know, when Yuna said that she was actually going to marry Seymour. Yeah, that was a good marriage, folks, wasn't it? I hate this game. And, oh, we did get the chest. Okay, then, lovely. So, make your way to the end of the Thunder Plains. And then that will take you to the comparatively serene and peaceful Macalania Woods. Oh, hello, once.
Walkers, open for business.
Hello. What have you got for me, out of curiosity? Anything interesting? Seeing as Walker is currently in jail in Bavel. Oh, oh, oh. Hello. Give me one of those. Give me one of those. And give me one of those. Thank you once. Aren't you a generous soul? Oh, that's his shoe. Okay, then. Anyways. So, head on way... Sorry about that. Head on your way through the Macalania Woods. And we already had the Jecht sphere that we got from here. From where we fought the Spherimorph. However, once you fight that, if you do decide you want to make your way all the way back through the Macalania Woods, you can. Or perhaps once you've done the Bavel scene and you make your way back into Bavel, you've got this little pathway over here. Now, the sphere itself is like about here-ish. But the best thing to do, you can either return once you've fought the Spheramorph, or you can wait to the Bevelle scene, where, you come out of there and you take some time and rest from here, and then walk your way back, quickly enter the Muckalania Woods again, and you can grab the sphere, which I'm pretty sure is what I think I did? I forget, but anyways, I'll show the sphere. Yes, I shall show the sphere off to you guys. Ooh, what's that? Ah, it's a Jecht sphere. Yeah, we'll take a look. I didn't know that was there. I haven't actually looked up the locations of all of them yet, so... Huh. Didn't expect to find this.
Who are you?
What the...
You are the one they call Jecht. The man from Xanarkand.
Oh, is this when
Are
they
you
first
not?
met?
What of it?
Watch your tongue, knave.
Huh. Wow, this is when they all first met.
Ah, my apologies. I am Braska, a summoner. I've come to take you from this place.
Sounds sweet. What's the catch?
That easy to see, was it?
Oh.
I soon leave on a pilgrimage to Xanarkand.
Seriously?
I would like you to join us. It will be a dangerous trip. Yet, if we do reach Xanarkand, my prayers will be answered, and you will be able to go home, we think.
We think.
What say you?
Great, let's go.
So quick?
Anything to get out of here.
Then it's settled.
But I must protest. This drunkard, a guardian?
Hey! You want to step in here and say that?
What does it matter? No one truly believes that I, a fallen summoner wed to an Albed, could possibly defeat
Yeah, that's a fair
sin.
point.
This is what they say. No one expects us to succeed.
Braska, sir.
Let's show them they're wrong. A fallen summoner, a man from Xanarkand, and a warrior monk doomed to obscurity for refusing the hand of the priest's daughter.
Who, Auron?
What delightful irony it would be if we defeated sin.
Stop gabbing and get me out of here.
Yes, folks. Auron used to be a warrior monk for years. Back in the day.
Free at last.
Now,
I'll
Jack,
tell the story in a second.
I am in your hands until we reach Xanarkand.
Right. So, what's a summoner anyway?
But that was a lengthy conversation. Wonderful. Well, with 9 spheres done, there is only one left, actually. And for the last one, I'm not going to walk there. I don't really want to save the game just yet, though. I'll do that in a moment. For the last one, we are going to be making our way to Mount Gagazet to get hold of the 10th the 10th sphere that we're after. This one you'll most likely find during the main story. It's not a storyline to find, but just as you're making your way throughout the trail here, it's quite easy to come across. And I'm pretty sure that's what I found it, straight away. First thing when we came through the first time was still pilgrimaging to Xanarkand. So we came here, we fought the Ronso, we fought Auron and Jecht, and we gradually made our way along, whilst getting absolutely bombarded by enemies, mind you. So walk your way along over yonder, up this little pathway here, and whereas normally you would then head along here to carry on your journey, do not. Instead head on upwards, and there's this tiny little path hiding around the side, and in amongst here, right on these rocks, is the 10th and final Jecht sphere. The final Jecht sphere that the pilgrimage recorded on their journey with Braska's final thoughts to his daughter. So I'll be playing that about now. Make sure to swing up here, because there's another sphere, folks. Braska's sphere. I suppose we should really take a look, shouldn't we?
Hello, Una. I hope you are well.
Wow.
Wonder how old you are now that you're watching this sphere. You must be very beautiful, like your mother. I wish I could see you.
Look, there's the bit just over there. He literally recorded this here.
Oh, by the way, Jecht and Auron send their regards. So far, our journey has been very entertaining. Of course, it is a hard journey, but I have no regrets. It is the path I have chosen. Una, you have grown. You will have to find your own path. Do what you must do the way you want to do it.
There's Jecht.
Doors will always open themselves to those who do. Listen close, Una. Your future is yours to make. Live the way you want to. Whatever way that may be, you have your father's full support. Una, I will always be with you.
Aww. And that, folks, was the 10th and final sphere of our journey. Still kind of sad when I see the sphere there, you know, Braska, knowing obviously what he's about to do. It's not the last we saw him, of course. We would see some flashbacks of the pilgrimage in the Xanacan Dome, but as far as, you know, pure words to directed to the past, those are the last ones we would have, folks. And on collecting your 10th and final sphere, you will finally be able to get hold of Auron's final overdrive, the Tornado. Yeah, alright, we'll show it off, folks. We'll show it off, because I'm a generous, kind soul. So, let's go fight something! And I'll just do it here. It doesn't matter what I fight, really. Who are today's victims? Bandersnatches, neck leaders, and a Nidhogg. You poor, poor soul. So, what we're going to do is I'm just going to give Una, Auron Una's overdrive, and we're going to do some damage. Now, interestingly enough, the actual what happens to this overdrive does change a bit depending on what version of the game you play. It's been a long time since I've seen this. Auron will kick up a tornado by swinging a sword around. Pretty useful ability to have. Wish I could do that. Input our complicated sequence. And Auron will use his jug of alcohol to ignite it. Yeah, pretty powerful. In the original version, actually, all that did was it just made the attack do more damage, which was all well and good. However, they realised that, to be honest, for a final overdrive, you've just gone across the entire game for. If the game's only going to get you to, if it just does more damage, well, what if I've kind of like got max strength and I'm already doing max damage? Well, the developers thought, well, you've got a point. So for all the future re-releases, the international PAL versions, instead they make it so that you get a second hit in when you ignite the tornado, instead of just the original one when everyone falls back to the ground. And that, folks, was our Jecht Sphere hunt, folks. So hope you guys enjoyed it. Whether you've been watching the LP along or not, I hope it's been useful. Say if you've got any other questions, do let me know. I always read the comments and always answer them. Any question at all, let me know, and I will get back to you with as reliable an answer as I physically can. But that is going to be all from us for today. So thank you guys very much for watching, and I will see you next time where, with any luck, there'll be more Dark Aeon hunting. See you then.